The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, Virginia, home to the Liberty Flames. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Liberty Flames. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Flames will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense will get the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Leaves it with the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. How about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical. They love running the football. That's their identity. But the defense getting that stop on third and short against the run, that sets a very clear message that they've shown up to play. They know it's coming, and they're going to be here all day.
Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on their own side of the field if we're going to go for it on 4th down. I think they probably understood, listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they went for it, and by the way, they got it.
The give from the gun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you got to wonder what the defense is feeling on this drive here, because they've had 5 straight runs now, and they ran it on 1st, 2nd, 3rd. They got it on 4th down, so that's a kick in the gut, and all of a sudden, right away on 1st down, they're running it at you again. You're not being respected right now on defense, and until someone stops the running game, you're not going to get it.
This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Using his legs to spin it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Liberty's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically. statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Now they've moved it just into 10 from the 39. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. The Flames now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On the option. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. Motion from the wideout. The give to the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that.
Looking to kick defense.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. The give to the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking downfield, it's Vasco. Trying to barrel in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Slams it ahead. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
He'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. From the gun. Give on the inside. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0.
Coach is always hard about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run. The OC is going to give him the ball some more.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Gonna run it. It's Bennett. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams, and especially...
Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Lynchburg. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at the Bill Arthur L. Williams Stadium.
Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll try it again. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll try the run. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on third, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to throw, it's Odom. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looks it in at the 40. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Now the play fake. The sure hands, it's Blue. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
The kick is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. On the move, it's Bennett. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. To the ground, he's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Odom. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Looking left. It's caught downfield. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Breaks the tackle. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And that is the final play of the quarter, and guys, Liberty has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
And that kind of tells you how the season's gone for this squad. Just whether it's the offense, whether it's the defense, now it's the special teams, missing a makeable kick. It's been that kind of year.
The handoff keep working on that clock. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Boom. They'll try the right side. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical 3rd down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. The play action fake. Catch in the middle, it's Henderson. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll move the wide receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Basco. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Flames will line up to punt it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rodgers. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Gets it to him on the screen. He goes out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't pick up anything, but he did save a few seconds. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Hauls it in. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. That's caught. It's Diggs. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. On the ready? They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Kennesaw State.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Back to pass, it's Odom. Throws for the tight end. Snagged in the middle, it's Bullock. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. Both of these offense sputtered and stammered like a 73 AMC Pacer if they made one of those back then, and ultimately they come up short.
Sounds like a beautiful car that you just want to run better, and that's the problem with this offense right now. They've got the guys to make the plays, just not able to execute here today, Dave.
And it's frustrating because you want to make those plays, especially offensively, but you got to find a rhythm. You got to find something you do well and kind of stick to it. That offense couldn't find anything they did really well, and that's why they couldn't put points on the board.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Kennesaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home to the Owls of Kennesaw State, where these fans have been eagerly anticipating this one all week. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see, the Stallions taking on a team from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Here's the return from inside his 10. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. The Owls offense will have the ball first. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Man, let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback, who makes a sure tackle. All right, guys, let's think for just a moment about Kennesaw State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Williams will pass. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Leaves it with the running back. Boom. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Stallions have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Stallions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here and stay on the field.
Here's the handoff. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Williams looking for a man. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's talk for just a second about Kennesaw State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
They'll try to pick up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State. 8th play of the drive coming up. Power football with the run. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. So now it's second and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got room at the 35. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They're going to run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on third and goal. Williams will pass. Touchdown, Owls! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. The give to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Stallions will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, defense wasn't fooled on that pass play. Great job by the defender knocking it away.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Williams looking for a man. Unloads it left. Got his man. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires downfield. He's open on the right. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Kennesaw State has a chance now on first and goal. He's looking to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Kennesaw. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive line.
Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Manning. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Stallions have this offense rolling. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Stallions started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Past the 50. Past the 30. He's at the 10. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Hardy bounced it off the left upright, but the friendly member bounced, and it's good.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Set to kick this one away.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Stallions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Stallions really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Stallions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They'll run play action. Oh, always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback on the keeper. He did not make it a stonewall on third down. The Stallions will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Breaks into the open. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Got enough for the first down. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. From the gun, the ground game. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've reached the break. It's Kennesaw State on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They give it to him again. Got the 1st down and more. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. He's got 98 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. Turning it on. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. All right, guys, let's think for just a moment about Kennesaw State. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all offseason, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They played keep away with the football, but if this defense can make one more stop on 3rd and goal, they might force a field goal attempt. Let's it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold. They got him. It's a sack. Took a chance to try to score the touchdown and now get nothing. He'll pull it on the read. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Under fire. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but...
There he goes! Touchdown, Kennesaw State! And the punishment has been extended.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level than this.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Avoids pressure. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to toss that out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Nobody fooled with the trickeration. It'll bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to take a shot. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Owls. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Kennesaw St, 33, Sharp, 3.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Give to the back. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Going to swing it on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Stallions have it with a 1st and 10. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. To the air on second down. Got him downfield. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to
game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome to Fifth Third Stadium, home to the Kennesaw State Owls. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on a team from Conference Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Kennesaw State's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred. Because it's a rivalry game, they'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Caught over the middle. It's Erickson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Williams will pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already can't hang on. He muffs it.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That returner literally is going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and fell.
Takes the easy completion. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia State. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end now in motion. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Got it in the middle, it's Franklin. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They'll go to the ground. Oh, what a cut! He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Georgia State comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw at Stanley. Rushes on him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia State.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Williams looking for a man. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw again. Throws for the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking to throw for it. Fires left. Pulls it in. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. You don't give a hoot! Kennesaw State does! Touchdown, Owls! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Georgia State, 21. Kennesaw State, 6.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They'll try the outside to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Stanley. Sets up the screen. Past the 40. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Boom. He's got the tight end. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to run it. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Skips away from pressure. Look out, he's got room. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Quickly to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and you could tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards.
Breaks into the open. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Got a man. It's Franklin. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Inside the 25. They'll snap it from the 24. First down. Williams will pass. Got the back over the middle. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Shelton. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Got it in the middle. It's Joyner. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Georgia State, 24. Kennesaw State, 13.
On the move from inside his own 20. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Williams looking for a man. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun 1st half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading.
Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll do it himself. At the 45 on his way. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Washington. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Not enough space. Touchdown, Panthers. And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Williams will pass. He wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He unleashes a long one. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Georgia State now has it in the red zone. Handoff from the gun. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's got his man across the middle. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that 1st down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats, and you take the rankings, and you take the records, and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalries.
Welcome to Amherst, Massachusetts, and McGirt Alumni Stadium, home to the Minutemen of UMass, just a stone's throw away from where the heart of the American Revolution was fought, and we are anxious to see a fight on the gridiron in this one. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on a team from the MAC, the UMass Minutemen. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Fowler's with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. UMass will kick off and we'll be underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kennesaw State's offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting we got these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allow... linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Hairston. Here's the pressure. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Give to the running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding them to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Williams looking for a man. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. The UMass offense returns to the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gray. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Catch in the middle. It's Bryson. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Minutemen!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on first down in 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Dean. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats.
Kennesaw St, 0.
Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Williams will pass. Throws to the tight end. Fires it incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Caught over the middle. It's Joyner. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! Will score! Touchdown, Owls! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Let's send the tight end in motion. Off play action on first down. He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Hairston. Got it in the middle, it's Gray.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Minutemen come to the line on 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Bryson. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
It leads to 2nd down.
to do here on 2nd and long. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Got enough for the first. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Still running at the 35. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Minutemen picked up a chunk on the ground. Let's see what they do here. The give to the tailback. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. UMass just kept it on the ground to move the sticks, and they might rely on that offensive line again. Softened them up with a run. Now to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Bryson. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UMass!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Kansas State is going to enjoy the trip back to Manhattan after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road and you stack wins there in Bill Snyder Family Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. Quick touch pass to the receiver.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Kennesaw State will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. The UMass offense returns to the field.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for space. It's good. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Quick timeout from the... Let's see what they do on third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. Lets it fly on the move. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge... Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Williams looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do